Alright, welcome back to Metal Gear Solid. In this video, we are now fighting the Cyborg Ninja himself. This is a pretty cool fight. I really enjoy this one.
Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
In games, I've always really liked one-on-one fights with characters, and this is a really good one. You know, I usually like when you could just go up to someone and start punching them. You know, no guns involved. They don't bring any goons in for you to fight while they hide. And eventually, Cyborg Ninja will actually start hiding. Yeah, he's very agile. He'll try and run up to you and stab you. Just try not to make that happen. This fight is easy enough where you should never really lose this. Unless maybe you're playing on a higher difficulty, but even then I've still never lost to Cyborg Ninja. And see right there, you can't use any guns. This is not the only straight-up melee fight in the game. There is, I want to say one more. But if you go over to that locker there and knock on it, you'll actually hear Otacon whimpering, and it's really funny. Just kind of freak him out. There's also a whole bunch of Easter eggs in this room. I'll show them off either after we've beaten Cyborg Ninja, or a lot of them actually show up in the cutscenes, so... And sorry if my voice sounds a little weird. I'm a little sick. It's mostly just affected my throat, so I'm a little groggy, I guess. And I like how every time Cyborg Ninja destroys one of those computers, it looks like the computer is bleeding. Right around now, the fight should change because he's about halfway done. Yeah, here we go.
That's good, Snake. Snake, hurry up and catch me.
So you can see here he's got some sort of optic camouflage. What you have to do is you have to look around the room to find him. It's really not hard. You could see his outline. A fight is done similar to this in Metal Gear Solid 4, and I think I like it a little bit better than this. And that would be Laughing Octopus. There were a lot more clever things you could do in the Laughing Octopus fight that made that really fun and unique. And I'm trying to, do that there. That actually does damage him. See, if you roll into him, that does count as an attack. Yeah, he's really not that tough, if I'm being completely honest. Especially this last part where he just kind of gives up.
That's good, Snake.
Stop knocking on that locker. I need your attention, Snake. I just want to mess with this little anime nerd in here. Give me a second. Oh boy, now I'm bleeding. If you're bleeding, all you have to do is just... Well, it's a little more difficult to do it in this part, but just crouch. This was something that was introduced in Metal Gear Solid 2. I guess what that does is allows the wound time to, I guess, coagulate and just kind of heal. And see there, that'll actually bring your health up a little bit, and it'll just make it stop bleeding. So that's a good little tip there. Because obviously if you're bleeding in a stealth section, the genome soldiers are actually smart enough to go, hey, there's blood on the ground. This isn't my blood. I hope this isn't Chris's blood. And then Barry Burton comes in, obviously. I feel like this is going on a little too long. We should just end this now. I'm just gonna end it like this. Let's punch him one more time, and then that's that. And that's Cyborg Ninja, one of my favorite bosses in the game. Just a lot of fun. Airplane noise.
I felt that snake. Do you remember me now?
It can't be. You were killed in Zanzibar.
There are certain things in this game that kind of make you feel like you're missing something if you haven't played Metal Gear 1 or 2, which I am planning on doing. I'll probably do them before I begin to tackle Metal Gear Solid 2, only because I want to procrastinate that one as much as possible. And, yeah, you'll learn more of the backstory of this character, at least why he is like he is, based on the events of Metal Gear 2.
I'm losing myself.
Is it over?
Again, I just want to say how good Rob Paulson is.
Gray Fox. Colonel, that ninja is Gray Fox. No doubt about it.
Ridiculous. You yourself in Zanzibar land.
Yes. He should have been killed, but he's still alive.
What?
It happened before I joined Foxhound's medical staff. They were using a soldier for their gene therapy experiments.
I never heard that.
It happened right after you retired. My predecessor, Dr. Clark, was in charge.
Dr. Clark?
Yes. He started the gene therapy project.
And where is he now?
He was killed in an explosion in his lab 2 years ago.
So what about this soldier?
Apparently, for their test subject, they decided to use the body of a soldier who was recovered after the fall of Zanzibar land.
And that was Gray Fox?
But he was already dead.
Yes. But they revived him. They fitted him with a prototype exoskeleton and kept him drugged for 4 years while they experimented on him like a plaything. Today's genome soldiers were born from those experiments.
How do they know this?
The sickest thing I've ever heard.
They used him to test all sorts of gene therapy techniques.
Naomi, why didn't you tell us about this sooner?
That's a very good question.
Because it's confidential information.
Is that the only reason?
Naomi, what happened to Gray Fox after that?
The record said he died in an accident.
I see. But even if that ninja is Gray Fox, the question is, why?
From what I could tell, he didn't know who he was.
You're saying he's just living off his will to fight?
I'm not sure, but he seems intent on fighting me to the death. We'll meet again. I know it.
So you'll fight again? Until you kill him?
I'd rather not, but maybe that's what he wants.
Once we get to learn more about Gray Fox, I'd say he's one of the more, I guess, kind of sad
How long
characters.
Are you gonna stay in there?
Huh? Are you one of them?
No, I'm not. I always work alone.
Are you an anime
Alone?
snake?
Are you an otaku too?
Oh, Jesus
Come on,
Christ.
get out. We can't stay here forever.
Your uniform's different from theirs.
You're the Metal Gear Rex chief engineer, Hal Emmerich, right?
You know me?
I heard about you from Meryl.
Oh. So you're here to rescue me?
Sorry, but no.
I wonder if that was a
There's
Star Wars
something I've gotta
reference.
do first.
You're a little small for an otaku.
Oh. Well, at least you're not one of them.
Wait, no, they already made a Star Wars reference. Snake already said, "I'm here to rescue
Are you
you."
hurt?
You don't do the same thing twice, game.
I'm okay. I just twisted my ankle a little trying to get away.
Oh,
That's all. It's
poor
nothing to
little
worry about.
otaku.
I want to ask you something. I need information
That was the worst
about Metal
Snake
Gear.
I've ever done.
Huh? Metal Gear?
Yeah. What's Metal Gear really designed for?
It's a mobile TMD. It's designed to shoot down nuclear missiles. Only for defensive purposes, of course.
Liar! I already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile.
Walking Deathmobile.
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile.
Why don't I have a
Telling me you didn't
Snake-mobile?
know.
Make me one of
Aren't they
those.
just trying to use the TMD missile module to launch a disabled nuclear warhead?
Wrong. From the beginning, the purpose of this exercise was to test Metal Gear's nuclear launch capability using a dummy nuclear warhead. The terrorists are just continuing the work you started.
No, you're wrong.
I heard it directly from your boss, Baker.
No. A nuclear missile on Rex?
So you really didn't know?
There's a poster in the background that is a reference to another
No.
Kojima game.
All the armament was built by a separate department, and the president personally supervised the final assembly with the main unit.
President Baker?
Yeah. I was never told exactly what they armed Rex with. I only know it's equipped with a Vulcan cannon, a laser, and a railgun.
A railgun, you said?
Yeah. It uses magnets to fire bullets at extremely high velocities.
Magnets?
The
How do they
technology
work?
was originally developed for the SDI system and later scrapped. We were successful in miniaturizing it in a joint venture between Arms Tech and Rivermore National Labs. The railgun is on Rex's right arm.
Metal Gear's main function is to launch nuclear missiles. You sure you're not forgetting something?
It's true that Metal Gear has a missile module on his back that can carry up to 8 missiles, but are you saying it was originally meant to carry nuclear missiles?
At least everyone's pronouncing nuclear right. We need to get rid of that nuclear.
Yeah,
Oh, god damn it.
But
Nuclear.
that's not all, I think. If Metal Gear fired only standard nuclear missiles, then they should already have all the practical data they need.
No. Could it be? Metal Gear's co-developer, Rivermore National Labs, was working on a new type of nuclear weapon. They were using NOVA and NIF laser nuclear fusion testing equipment and supercomputers.
So they developed a new type of nuclear weapon in a VR testing lab, huh?
Yes, but you can't use virtual data on a battlefield. They would need actual launch data. These are some of the supercomputers. If you link these, you can test everything in a virtual environment. But it's all just theoretical.
So, this exercise was designed to test the real thing.
What did our president do? If the terrorists launched that thing? No. Damn! Damn! I'm such a fool. It's all my fault.